The story is told of a soldier in World War II who came upon the street and saw a starving boy looking through the window of a bakery. He was cold and so hungry, and they were making fresh donuts inside. As the boy watched every move of the baker, one could see that he was praying to God that, well, someone might give him a donut. The soldier, seeing this, was very moved, and he went into the bakery, bought a dozen donuts, and came out and gave all the donuts to that little boy. At that point, the boy cried out as the soldier walked away. Hey, mister, are you God? But there's something about giving of all that just stirs up um, feelings of gratitude and inspiration. Jesus ended his life, saying with his very body, I have nothing left to give. This statement expresses well the attitude of the poor widows and the first reading in the gospel. There seems to be something in our very nature that yearns for this kind of generosity that comes with no reserve, that doesn't operate out of the scarcity principle. That is, never enough to go around. The scarcity principle seems to be front and center in our news today. What if we could see Christ, person in the faces of those begging at our gates for the crumbs? Would we still be able to look Christ in the eye and say, sorry, there's just not enough room? Because, it's at least possible that, well, you just might be on that undesirable list. So we just can't let you in, okay? Do you think that we might have room for that which is our highest priority? We ask ourselves, how high is our compassionate nature on this list? In today's gospel, Jesus challenges us to observe, saying, I want you to observe that this poor widow contributed more than all the others who donated to the treasury. They gave from their surplus, but she gave them for a want, all that she had to live on, all that she had to live on. I don't wonder what Jesus might be asking us to observe today. Observe what? Observe. For secretly, we might be giving in to a scarcity mindset, that there truly is just enough to go around. Observe how sometimes we're just not fearful, but, well, we surrender to the fear coin. I'm not speaking as a politician now. I'm speaking as a follower of that man from Nazareth who um, made 5 barley loaves and 2 fish be enough for all those hundreds of people around, and then some left over. Could we possibly be asking, yeah, but there's so much need. What can I do? And besides, what do you think about my own needs? All right. Besides, we just can't pay a truly just living wage. I mean, we cut into our dream living, huh? Is our table truly full, truly complete, with no room left for anyone? Is our lifeboat so full that we fear there might not be enough room for those who are drowning? At least even just to hang on the side of the lifeboat. Well, you do know that There's only so much to go around, I mean, right? Tell you what, let's look at the Christ figure on the cross and ask that very question. To counter the prevalent scarcity mindset, let's observe the generosity of those who give from the little they have, huh? Like the family on one of our Dominican Republic missions. We visited them, we were sharing life with them, and they noticed that, hey, we just might be hungry. So they gave up the only food they had for us. And all they had were 2 eggs. And they cooked those eggs and gave them to us, lest we might be hungry. They would not have any food for the rest of the day. As these 2 widows were for Elijah, Jesus, and the disciples, examples and models. Let's remember the real lesson. They are not giving their all in order to be observed, to be praised, but to be imitated. The followers of Jesus always have the challenge to pass it on out of love. We're called to trust the last heartbeat, the last blink of an eye. Easy? No. The gospel? Yes. I wonder if the hungry boy in front of the bakery in today's story just might be able to ask you and me from his hopeful heart. Hey, you, are you God? Or do I need to stay here forever and keep looking through this bakery window? Can you see me?